And hello. Well, this is a first. It's just me and Michelle Krantz. Hi, Michelle. So nice to see you. I had to hold the show for a little bit. Required a little bit amount of faith to kind of wait that out. Just a few minutes until some of my blessed people showed up. And thank you so much, Akela at T-Barb. Really good to see you. I hope that you're all doing okay out there. We're certainly living in interesting times. And I'm doing a new format these days where I like to have a little discussion with the chat while people come in. And the guides really encouraged me to encourage you to participate in what we're going to talk about today. So every time I have a show coming up, I always ask Spirit to give me the message, the word. And it really wasn't until this morning that I got the most blessed message. And it really calmed my heart and fed me what I needed right now. There's so many massive, massive things going on right now. I'm really tired of the word unprecedented, and I'm sure you are too. And especially for all you empaths out there, it's very hard to see the devastation that's happening to people all over the world right now. Uh, I I have a difficult time, and yet I tune in when I can. And some people are there giving interviews as to what happened, and you hear just the sadness and the lost feeling in their hearts. They've been so shocked and surprised, and horrible, horrible losses have occurred. And so, what do we do with that? What do we do with that? We're over here, and I'm assuming your life is probably going pretty well right now. And yet we see all the sadness that's happening in the world. What is the calling that we get during these kinds of days when there's so many disasters happening quickly, one after another? So the message that I got was a beautiful one. The message was first and foremost, it's extremely important not to feel like we're helpless, not to feel like there isn't anything that we can do about this, because we came to the planet at this time. The luminous soul beings that we are chose to come at this time, and we have a purpose. We have energies. We have powers to aid people no matter where they are in the world. My guides specifically told me that when a soul is created, they are given a unique contribution to the cosmic consciousness of the universe. Wow. We can't forget that. We can't forget that. And so it is that they gave me the message this morning. I'm going to give that message in a minute, but I'm going to pause a little bit while people are coming in and say, hi, Sonia. Good to see you. T-Barb says she's not watching. She's trying to send blessings. And she says, just send your light to them. Thank you, T-Barb. And that is right. Okay. So we'll go on a little bit with what they gave me. The first and foremost thing to do is to raise your energy, and to raise the most powerful energy that you can possibly muster at this time. It takes a few minutes. You can take it in and out through the course of the day. If you only have a couple of minutes, give it a couple of minutes. And then if you have a few minutes later on in the day, go ahead and take that time later on in the day, because this is our purpose. Yes, we have, earthly life things that we have to take care of. Hi, G. Covington. Good to see you. We have earthly things that we have to take care of, family, friends, dogs, work. But this is why we're here. Those of you who are out in the chat, you're seeking You are a light worker. You are here with a purpose. The message that they gave me was a beautiful one. And it starts with a couple of deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth, and releasing all that monkey mind energy that rattles around. Releasing that. Picture nature. Picture a peaceful, starry night. Look out your window and see the sun, like I'm doing right now, actually. We just had a little rainstorm, and the sun now is coming through the leaves, and they're all glistening and wet and beautiful. The colors are amazing. So this prefaces your energy level and raises it. Then, while you're in this energy level, begin to think of things that you're thankful for. Now, I know all of you try to be thankful each day, in and out. You'll say thank you for this or thank you for that. But I'm talking about a deep dive in as much time as you possibly have to be thankful and bring it up from the bottom of your heart, from all that's within you. Thank you that I'm alive on planet Earth at this time. Thank you that I am able to speak. Thank you that I'm able to walk. Thank you for the food that is on my table each and every day. Thank you for my home. Thank you for my dear friends and loved ones. Thank you for my pets. Thank you for the beautiful nature that surrounds me each and every day. Thank you for the support that I get from my community that helps me stay on the path and stay uplifted each and every day. Walk through it. Walk through it gently and give it your all. This raises your vibration. This elevates your soul to where you're not in a state of fear or worry. Oftentimes, when we see these great disasters come, we feel sadness and worry for the people who were involved. But then sometimes it can cause a little bit of fear in the back of your mind. Like, wow, what if this happened to me? What if this was happening in my country? And you start to get involved in that monkey mind thinking. Let that go. Avoid that. This is your soul business. This is not the time to let those thoughts run wild. Stay focused. And as you're staying focused, when you're in that elevated level, say that I am powerful and there are things that I can do to uplift the level of consciousness on the planet right now and to help my fellow human beings. So it's important to feel like we're not helpless. And I want you in this elevated state of consciousness to ask the spirit what you can do, the great creator. What is available to me? And sometimes we think, oh, what can I do? There are a multitude of things that we can do. First and foremost, you can donate to the reputable associations and places where you can donate your money. If you have money to donate, in fact, I'm going to talk a little later about one I'm going to recommend. But if you have money to donate, you're part of that power that's going in to help those people. If you have time, if you don't have money, is there a volunteer organization in your community that you can give your time to? This is an act of power. This is an act of giving and love. And remember, everything we do vibrates throughout our world. It increases the level. It increases the level of love that comes out of people and helps other people. It's important. It's really important. If you're not where you can volunteer for an organization, maybe there's something online on YouTube or someplace that you can go and give your time and your support and tell other people about places they can donate or places they can volunteer. Taking a walk in nature. get centered. If there's none of these things you can do, take a few minutes to focus on help going to these places where they need help, to Libya, to Morocco. Send that energy over to them. Ask the Creator to surge help upon them in their area and give them peace and comfort. These are the things we can do. And not only does it make you feel like you're powerful, you have a contribution, but as I said, it sends out that vibration to mankind that we are all here to help each other. This is what's important. I have to say that, in reading with my guides, they indicated to me, and it was a reading about, all the political stuff and how we can let that go. And they indicated to me how small it is. I just visibly saw the people who are in politics right now that are causing all this fear and worry and anger shrink right before my very eyes, like little tiny people. It's not going to be important. What's going to be important in the future is how we get creative and focused on helping each other through these hard times. And they're not going to go away. They're not going to go away. We've pushed the planet to the limits, and now we're experiencing. The planet normally goes through changes, but now the changes are accelerated and more devastating because of what we've done to our planet. But as I said, we don't feel hopeless. We do what we can do. Okay, so I'm going to take a minute now because I'm getting some great conversation going over here. All right, I've got one question starred, Sonia, and we'll do those in just a minute. And I love this one from T-Barb. Always appreciate your input, T-Barb. T-Barb says, yes, you can even test your power. You can go to the store, the post office, etc., and expand your energy and light around you and see what happens. You will see. Your light makes a difference. Girl, I got to give you a big amen to that because, boy, that is really true. And not only does that bless other people, but it blesses you because then you realize how much power you have and you'll use that power more often because you realize it's there. A lot of us, we didn't come up in life knowing this information. I'm sure many of us prayed, many of us had heartfelt thoughts for people who needed help. But now we know, now we've been given this information. We got to use it. We got to use it. All right. Okay. And Sonia, thank you, says, yes, and so blessed. And we are. We are blessed. There's many times, and I don't know, maybe I'm experiencing some past life vibes or something, but there's lots of times I open my refrigerator and go, thank you, God. Look at this abundance of food in my refrigerator. I have food from all over, fresh fruits. I drink a nice cup of coffee in the morning. There's so many things to be thankful for that we have access to here in the United States. And our greatest source of love, the spirit, grows around us as we share, like we're sharing right now, as we're upholding each other. And I love seeing everybody out in the chat, chatting about how we can help each other and what we can do to support each other. All right. Okay. And I've got a question from G. Covington. And I'm kind of watching the time. I think last time I did this, I got carried away chatting and only had a half hour to do a reading. So I'm going to try to dive in right now. And I'm going to put a banner up just for a second. So everybody knows, yes, I'm taking questions from the chat in the show today. Please use all caps and emojis so I can see you. If you're asking to speak with a loved one, when we're doing these mini readings, it's helpful to know their name. Then I can call them forward. Okay, I'll leave that up for just a few minutes. And I'm going to say this before I get busy doing readings. One of my favorite places to donate and support, in fact, I'm doing that today, is donating. They came to mind when I had this message of being empowered. World Kitchen, Chef Jose Andrews. Now, my son was a chef, so you know, I'm kind of partial to chefs. But he is such an amazing man, and his organization, World Kitchen, has been at work through so many devastating happenings all over the planet. They go immediately. They're often the first who show up. They go and encourage local people involved in that area, in the area of devastation, to come and cook. And they bring chefs from all over the world, volunteer to come and immediately serve people with food, sustenance. I mean, you can imagine what they must be going through and how important it is to have a warm meal and hope for the future. So, yes, that's a suggestion. And at some point in time, I'll probably set it up so that we can donate through the channel. But, I want you to go there and read about it and investigate it and feel really good about what you're doing. They have a wonderful website. They've got videos on there. Please go check them out. All right. Okay. We are now going to go to the starred questions. Sonia. Hi, Sonia. Can you take a look at what is in my path? Please and thank you, Teri. Of course, Sonia. All right. It's going to be a few minutes to dial it in. Now, ready to go. Sonia. Sonia, what I'm feeling right now, what I'm seeing right now, stars. I'm seeing a night sky and it's filled with stars. I'm reaching out now to contact the guides for the words that go with this beautiful visual. Sonia, just like the stars at night, twinkle and shine. What is ahead of you are many moments of light. Many moments of light will be coming to you, beaming down on you, warming you, directing you, comforting you. This light is available to you to use, to bless others. You are especially kind. You are especially giving. And they're saying that they have given you visions of things that are to come for you. Be excited. Be excited for what's ahead, Sonia. And know that if there are some bumps along the way, the lights are there. The starlight is there above you to encourage you and show you that you are, in fact, a gift of God to the world. And so it is. Ooh, I liked that one. I hope you did too. Sonia, thank you so much. Okay, I'm going to pop back over to the chat just for a minute. Whew. That was a good message. Oh. Oh, Sonia says, oh, thank you. I'm going to pop up one of your comments. I go donate plasma sometimes, and it helps others and me as well with my finances. Oh, that's great, Sonia. And I believe that's probably one of the things your guides were speaking about. Your guides were speaking about your spirit of giving. And that's a beautiful thing. A beautiful thing. Okay. Well, we can have some more questions popping up at any time. I'm keeping my eyes peeled. So let's go on to G. Covington. Question. Please ask my spirit guides, am I on the right path? I feel like I am on a treadmill going nowhere. Thank you, G. Covington. I'll consult the guides on this. So many times, so many times the illusion is that you're restricted, that you're blocked, that your feet are set in concrete. But no, this is just an illusion. For things to move, for things to change, for things to reveal themselves to you, your thoughts must be directed to the heavens. Your thoughts must be directed to the outcome, to the horizon, to the purpose of your life. Master Jesus said, to the mountain, be moved. And the mountain moved. So many of these mountains are in our hearts and our lives. And sometimes they're from past lives. Take heart and take joy, for surely your mountains will move. Love, hope, faith, joy will move those mountains. And don't be concerned about anything else. We're here with you. You are loved and you are blessed. And so it is. Okay. Wow. I like that. Gotta move some mountains. Gotta move some mountains. And I know you're going to be able to do it. I know you will. I think we all struggle with that day to day thought that things aren't moving fast enough. But the things that move the fastest are spiritual. That's what gets things rolling. It's not physical activity, it's spiritual. All right, you're welcome, G. Covington. Thank you so much for your question and your comments, and thank you for being here. All right, I'm kind of going to pop back. Oh, I've got a couple questions coming in. Yay! Keep me busy. Keep me busy, everybody. Okay, let's see. I'm going to pop back. I see a question there from Michelle. Bear with me just a few moments, please. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay, I think I've got that. All right. Ah. Oh, let's go back to Sonia's reading because T. Barb had a lovely contribution there. She said, "Wow, Sonia, I tried to feel into it too. Teri saw stars. I saw a forest, deep, cool, and green. The words peace and connectedness came to me. I believe this is in front of you." Lovely. Thank you, T. Barb. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Okay, I see a couple more questions and I'm getting them all. Okay. All right, I think I've got a few in my quiver now. Let's go check it out. Okay. This question is from Ellen R. I have a performance review on Monday. Can my spirit guides provide any advice? Oh, I'm sure they got some advice. Okay. All right. They're telling me to go to the card, Ellen. We'll go to the cards, and then if we feel like there's something more that needs to be said, we'll try to dial back in. But um, when they want me to do the cards, it's usually for some specifics, and that's all part of it. That's a tool for them to use, and I'm always blown away at how good the cards are. Seriously. So let's draw some cards for Ellen R. Ellen R has a performance review. Performance review for Ellen R. Okay. I'll draw 3 cards. Okay. Actually, I'm going to draw 4. Okay. Here we go. First card. 3 of Cups. Let me make sure I get that so you can see it. Hopefully you can see it. Tap my screen just a bit. Okay. 3 of Cups. Regarding a performance review, I think this is regarding your creativity. This is something you want to highlight. This is something you really want to project in this performance review. Creativity. Next card, 10 of Wands. Kind of glary there. Sorry. Okay. I think in this instance, it talks about keep going. Give it a push. Feel strong. Feel confident as you come into this. You've put in hard work. 10 of Wands, one of the messages of the 10 of Wands is hard work. But it's also keep going. So there's 2 distinct messages for you there. Let's take a look at the next card. Next card is the Hangman. Woo! I really like that illustration. That's great. Okay, so this is talking about a different perspective. And maybe we'll consult the guides quickly after I finish this reading with the cards. But I'm feeling like you're probably going through in your heart and your mind about this performance review. And I'm feeling like maybe if you could clear your heart and soul and ask for a different perspective. You always want to go armed with a few perspectives when you're doing something like this. I don't mean armed, but you know what I mean. You want them in your quiver, right? Let's just put it that way. Entertain some different perspectives. And that's not like go through it in your head over and over. That's like be ready. If you've got these different perspectives in mind on how things are going to go or what you're going to say or what your response is going to be, the guides will help you choose the right moment to use that perspective. That's what I'm feeling. And then the 2 of Cups. And that, I'm assuming, doesn't mean you've got a little something going on at work there, Ellen. The 2 of Cups is about partnerships. It's about a union. I feel like in this review, this performance review, I feel like you're coming forth as part of the solution, the answers to what's going on in your work. Your coworkers, your boss, the point of, and I don't know what you do, but the mission message of what you work at. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. I think those are good cards. And now I'm going to consult the guides. I think those were good points, and I could feel them directing me to which message of the cards to use. Okay. I heard it. First thing I heard was, you've got this. Shine your light. Shine your light. Be present in the moment. Don't try to anticipate anything. Connect with us before you go in. Feel the peace and calm that we will bathe you in as you take that seat. Know that we are with you and there is nothing to fear. Okay. I hope that helped, Ellen. And I'm going to pop back here just for a moment. Oh, that's great. Oh, we have to say goodbye to Sonia. Bye, Sonia. Okay. Oh, I've got another question. I'm glad I popped back in. Okay. Going back to the start questions. Just kind of saying that so y'all know what I'm doing when I'm looking over here. Click, click. Here we go. Oh, it's Michelle. Hi, Michelle. Will Marty and I ever be a couple? Marty. Okay. I'll consult the guides on this first. And then I probably will draw cards because I always like to do that on romance relationship questions because there's more than one person involved. I'm seeing the color they give me for love. It's a very beautiful rose pink. It's very deep. And I'm hearing from the guides first and foremost, Michelle, love yourself. Think of all the things that are so beautiful about you. Your sense of humor, your kindness, your loving, your caring, your ability to be so warm and friendly with people. Think of all these things. Say them enough to yourself that you don't need anyone to tell you about them. Know that the way will be clear and watch for signs. Watch for signs that we will give you. The future is not uncertain. The future is yours. Okay. All right. I kind of can't wait to see what the cards are going to say next. Give me a few moments to really shuffle these since I've been using them. I think the comment the guys gave was perfect. I mean, so many times we worry and fret in the middle of relationships, wondering how it's going to go because we have maybe worries and frets about ourselves and how we're perceived. Are we misunderstood? Are our intentions understood? These are all things that can affect a relationship. Okay, we're talking about Marty and Michelle. Marty and Michelle. Forgive me, I just really feel like I need to shuffle these cards good. Marty and Michelle. Got a good feeling about shuffling these cards. Like, it's a good relationship. Let's see what they say. Okay, you guys, you heard me. I shuffled those cards. I shuffled them a lot. And what we got is the Three of Cups. Again, it pops up. Message needs to be heard. Now, we talked about creativity last time, but this can also mean a friendship. Let's see what's going to happen to that friendship. Next card, the Hierophant. Okay. This is about seeking inward, looking inward, developing. And I'm just waiting. Hold on. I think it was what we were talking about before. That love for yourself and who you are. Who you are. Feel that love for yourself. Okay, so we have friendship and working on ourselves, our inner selves, our spirituality. Perhaps that's a contact and a spirituality and a link with your higher self. Okay. We got 10 of Pentacles. What? Is there money involved here? Let's see. I'm feeling roots here. 10 of Pentacles talks about roots. It can also be like, wow, a windfall inheritance. It could mean that, but I'm feeling really strong about roots. Let's find out if it's his roots or your roots that we're talking about here. Six of Swords. Okay, don't worry when those swords show up because lots of times they have a very important message for us. This means moving on. This is a part of acceptance, moving on to calmer waters, moving on to calmer waters. I'm kind of really not seeing a lot of romance in these cards here, but I did see a good, strong friendship and some good advice from the cards as far as working on your spirituality. I'm going to draw one more because I know, Michelle, this is important. This is the final card. Girl, it's Judgment. Now, that's another card. Don't worry about. But it is a major arcana. So, all right. So what I'm getting from all of this is that what you're going to get from this relationship and from moving on is awakening, revival, renewal. I believe that this is saying that you've got a healing. And the other thing that Judgment can mean is a second chance. Now, that's not because of something you've done, but perhaps there's someone else coming. And you've got a second chance for love. This isn't your only chance for love. So I want you to just take that to heart and know that whatever's ahead of you is beautiful and good. And I'm looking at these and saying maybe it's not going to be you and Marty, but keep that friendship. Keep that friendship and see what develops in the future. All right, Michelle. Thank you so much. Appreciate the question. Okay, popping back over to the chat. What do we got going on? Okay. Oh, and she says, thank you. Hey, you're welcome. And I think you've got wonderful and beautiful things coming ahead for you. One of which is learn to really learn to love yourself. That's so important. And so many of us wait way too long in our life to learn to appreciate and love ourselves. It's super, super important. So, and T-Barb says hers says yes. So, okay, T-Barb. We'll see what happens. Oh, wait. Oh, then she said, you're correct. I drew Devil and Wheel of Fortune to go with it. So I think it's tried, but it doesn't work. Thanks, T-Barb. The cards are really, really accurate. And I believe it's because, they're spirit guided. and they're used by our guides to give us these messages. They're pretty complex messages. So, really grateful we have those as tools. Okay. All right. And Ellen, you are welcome. And I'm glad that you are going to listen to it again on the review. Thank you, Ellen. Okay, let's go back. And we've got another star question. This one's from Sammy. Hi, Sammy. Sammy Burhane. Hi, could you read a message from my guides if my housing problems will soon be solved? I certainly will. This is Sammy. Sammy wants to know. Sammy wants to know about her housing problems. Okay, once again, guides are starting out with a beautiful pink. You are dearly loved. Okay, I'm seeing a rocky road, a path, nonetheless, but it's got a lot of rocks, a lot of big rocks. I'm hearing that the road has been rough, obviously from the vision. Okay, here it comes. Sammy, you hold the keys to your future in your heart, in your spirit, in your mind, in your soul. This is a lesson in manifestation. This is something that will serve you for the rest of your days. Have confidence in your vision. Write it down. Take it to heart. Know that you are worthy of what you want and need. Know that you are able to manifest. There's no need to know specifics. Know that you are a powerful soul and your future is in your hands. Hard lessons, hard events teach us things that will serve us and enable us to help and serve others. State your intention and thank the Creator for it every single day. The smooth path is not far off. The smooth path is near. Okay. Okay. I would say from that message from the guides that yes, they will be solved soon. Soon. But it's so important to learn the lesson that's here. I am feeling, and maybe this is still the guides letting me know that this is a complicated situation that involves other people, perhaps. But it's so important that you focus on your desires and your needs because you are certainly worthy. Thank you, Sammy. Appreciate you asking the question. It's an honor to read for you. Okay. Heading back into the chat. Oh, Denise. Hi. I think you're up. Is there a message from my guides regarding work? Okay. A lot of work messages today. Denise is seeking messages from her guides regarding work. Okay, so they're showing me fireworks, and what they're saying to me about you is that you are a sparky, vital, um, come on, give me the words, guys. I'm just saying a sparky, vital soul that has a great deal of energy, a great deal of output. I'm hearing you have a million ideas. Just saying she has a million ideas running around in her head. And any one of those could come into play. Know your power, know your power, and fill it with love. Fill it with loving energy. Okay, now I'm asking them for specifics. I don't know you. I don't know what your skills are. If you're not working in a creative field, I feel that that is where you would be, where you would want to head direction towards a creative field because I'm just still seeing these sparks flying out. Whether it be, music, the arts, excuse me, music, the arts, tech, working with maybe like programming, design. There's something here that is leading me to say that you are this spark of beautiful creativity and intelligence. Watch for the signs. Something's coming up soon. Um, Something's coming up very soon. I'm going to say within the next couple of weeks because I'm seeing a calendar now. 2 weeks. Um, there's going to be something that once you see it or hear it, it sort of gives you direction. It will give you direction. They corrected me. It will give you direction. It will give you direction. Tune in to us. Quiet your mind and your heart. Tune in to us and listen. I'm hearing that you're going to be very surprised at the outcome, and we rejoice with you. Oh, wow, great messages today. And wow, Denise, that's really cool. I'm going to go back to the chat and see if that has any validation for you. Oh, she teaches students with disabilities. Oh, bless your heart. I'm wondering if perhaps you might be creating some new programs. That creativity, that was interwoven into that message, and I may think that you might want to spend some quiet time with your guides, take some notes. You might come up with creating some new programs in your work, and keep us posted on that. Will you let us know? Wonderful, thank you, and it was an honor to read for you. Beautiful. Wow, what a great show it's been today. I You're welcome, Denise. I really feel like it's like the sun broke through the clouds there for a minute, and we had this special time together. The questions were sincere, and it seems like a lot of us are reaching deep for guidance in our life events and wanting affirmations and encouragement to go forward. And I'm here to tell you that you are able to do so. Be sure to spend those times. Not very many people like it when I say meditate, but I cannot say it enough. meditate, go online, find some quick meditations. If you don't have much time, I always recommend David G, Davidji. He has different time frames, and it shows that before the meditation so that you can say, okay, I got 15 minutes. I'm going to check this out. I'm just going to be still and check this out. There are many books that have meditations in them. There are plenty of people online who have live meditations and recorded meditations. It's important to tune in and know who you really are. And so many times life and monkey mind take us astray. There's so many times when I catch myself doing the monkey mind thing and I'm like, okay, take some deep breaths, get back on track, be ready for beautiful things to happen in your life. Seek and ye shall find. And I assure you that is true. It's such an honor to be with you here today, every single one of you. And always before the show, I always have a dedication and a prayer that whoever's needed to be here, whoever need to hear the message would be here today. And that's exactly what happened. I appreciate the support. And I'm going to be on Friday at 4:30 Central, 4:30 Eastern, 3:30 Central, 2:30 Mountain, and 1:30 Pacific. The Psychic Triad will be reading again for you for a fantastic Friday. We have an amazing time together, and we always read really, really well together, too. So please come back and join us then. Stay the course and be true, my babies. And I'm going to end the show as I always do, because the guides told me specifically to say it at the end of every show. Take a few minutes, close your eyes, and feel this. You are loved beyond measure. Bye-bye, everyone. Big love.